Like that guy, the fat dude in the bicycle suit, ripping those pieces of paper out of those girls' hands.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
That guy, that is the result, I think, of watching one of those channels 24/7 and then going on Facebook and writing in capital letters.
Could you imagine if you were there watching that guy rip pieces of paper out of a little girl's hand like that he didn't even know, yelling at her, running up to her where the mother is yelling, "You stop touching her. Get your hands off her." I would have.
Oh, that was the mom? I thought that was her friend.
Whoever that was. It sounded like a woman. It sounded like a woman yelling because it was a little girl.
He was doing everything but growling.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the point of like, what is in your head that you're trying to defend? Like, what? Like, that's a guy. But then everybody vilifies the guy, which I would rather sit down and talk to that guy and be like, let me ask you this. When you watch that, Floyd video, like, what is it that you see? Because just yelling at somebody, canceling him and making him lose his fucking job, you're just going to make the guy even more angry. And he probably has grandkids that he's going to fill their head before he dies.
So what's the solution? Sit down and talk to him?
I think that should be part of it. Like, buddy, let's just sit down for a second. You were on a bicycle. You wanted to burn some calories. You're obviously into it by the way you're dressed. Okay? You're enjoying America's great parks.
Right.
You come across these kids. Do you like kids? Have you ever attacked a kid before? They're just putting a piece of paper up with the point of view. Like, what do you think led up to that level of a response? Because I have to be honest, like, we've all fucking snapped and done shit. I would like to think I have. And afterwards, I'd be like, what the fuck? Why did I argue that? Why did I say that? Why did I do that? And the only way to kind of prevent from you being a fucking asshole again is you have to kind of walk back and look at it.
Right.
So going at the guy, which I totally understand, because it was so bad it was almost comical, because he was borderline growling at them. And it's something.
Do not touch her, sir.
Leave her alone. Sarah, just walk away. Hey!
Hey, get off of her!
The people with her yell at him to stop, but he doesn't.
It's really bad. He didn't even get the paper from the girl. He grabs the girl. The girl clenched her fist down and held onto the paper.
My favorite part was the sound of the bottom of his shoes that clip into the pedals.
Click, click.
He sounded like a little show pony. He was trying to growl like a tiger, and he sounded like My Pretty Pony, like somebody should have been combing his hair. So, and I was sitting there going, look at this crazy old guy. And
okay, but
I don't know how. I didn't think
how
how old I thought he was, but then he was like 60. I was like, this guy's like only 8 years older than me. So he graduated high school like 8 years before me. So like, this guy is almost part of my generation. Like, what experiences did he have that he looks at this whole thing like, I mean, I'm not of that thing saying all cops are like those guys. It's like, no, it's like you have to get those guys off of the force. That's what I think. So I just don't understand, like, and that was my understanding what they were putting up there was specific to the Minneapolis case. Yeah. So my thing is, as a human being, how could you have issue with somebody trying to put something, honoring that guy or something positive about that? Like, that's what I was confused.
I don't know what she put up. I'm not sure what she put up. It was definitely about the George Floyd protest. Maybe
see, that's a great point. I couldn't see what was written
yeah.
on the paper, and I filled that in when I watched it. But I really couldn't get over the sound of his shoes, though. That was really fucking funny. And when he started walking faster with the bike, it was almost like a great movie trailer for a horror film.
What? Hey!
Yeah.
No?
But could you
the
imagine
60-year-old fat bike rider?
Imagine if that was your daughter.
So my
imagine if your daughter, you're sitting there and that guy runs up to your daughter and he's grabbing the paper out of her hand. He's running at her, grabbing the paper out of your while a woman's screaming at him to not touch her. Don't you touch her.
Yeah, I mean.
Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one response as a father.
Yeah, murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like murder.
No? What do you like?
Maim. I want him to remember that he did it.
That's interesting. That's interesting. That's another level.
Start with a blown out ACL, and you go from there.
Yeah.
Beat him with his stupid shoe. Why do people wear? I actually had to look up why people wore those shoes.
They clip in.
I know they do, but I'm like, what is the advantage of that?
Is there an advantage? It's
yeah,
hard.
I think it's when you're coming up this way. You can still
yeah.
pull with your leg, so you're getting more of an efficient
that makes
motion.
sense.
This
They wear those for
guy's
spin
this guy's
classes.
really into
Biking.
and not putting paper on trees. Don't put their dead relatives in their faces.
Just a man that would run up to a little girl like that and grab paper out of her hand. There he is.
Click, 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 click.
That's before he grabs her, Jamie. Yeah, back it up from the beginning because this.
Now,
is when
as
he's
far as
running.
you with your martial art background, you got to be impressed with the way he's using his bike there.
No.
He's sort of like trying to be a little herd. Trying to be,
Cyclist in Maryland caught on. What does it say? Rewind it. See right there. That's where a bicyclist was caught on video early attacking teenagers who were posting flyers. Is that a teenager? It's a little girl. Is that really a teenager? She might be 13. He just runs up to her, he's yelling at her.
I mean, look, he's towering. Oh my God!
He
Look at her
grabbed
though.
her
Good for
arm.
her.
Yeah. See, I don't know if that's a woman or her friend, but that girl's got balls or ovaries.
I like the
Courage.
little skip step too, like a cornerback.
Well, he's running at the guy with the camera and knocks him over.
The man achieved his goal. Okay, as much as you don't approve of what he's doing.
He achieved his goal. No, she's still got the paper.
I
in
know.
her hand.
I'm joking.
He grabbed her arm. Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know, but they're promoting my movie right there.
Look at that. King of Staten Island. What are the odds? On demand everywhere Friday. You know, I would be in the news with a big old fucking orange jumpsuit on if that was happening to my daughter.
Oh my God,
It'd be a real problem. If I caught someone doing
dude, you
that
would
to
be like a
anybody's daughter-
fucking badger on that fucking. Just your biggest problem would be, what do I use? I almost think for half a second, like you would be, elbow. What do I do? Choke him. What do I fucking? Dude, that spinning heel kick I saw you do. If you ever hit me with that, I have to learn how to talk again. Yeah, Joe, it didn't
wouldn't do
happen. It
that.
didn't happen to your daughter, right?
I know, I know, it's a
You just
problem.
went to a dark fucking place there.
I go there all the time, Bill. That's a real problem with me.
I know, I do too.
I go there all the time.
I do think talking about all these protests, I think something really positive is going to come out of this, because the fact that so many white people are also and getting involved in it, and so many cops were vocal saying
Yes.
that they shouldn't do that. So I think something good is going to come out of this.